Hi everybody, this is Jason from Schley's Bonsai and Supplies. We haven't done a video in a very long time. We're working on a lot of hardy trees right now. Here it's middle of January 2026. We're starting to do a lot of work on deciduous trees and conifers. I picked up this Juniper Parsonii last year from a club member who had a lot of stock that he just wasn't sure with and wanted to upgrade and change it up. So I got this piece of material. He's been working for quite some time. He actually had to use some electrical tape to do some really drastic bends on it. Hasn't been worked in 4 years. Now I'm going to start to develop pads, eliminate a lot of the branches that I know I'm not going to keep, and I'm going to clean up the deadwood and treat it with lime sulfur. This is all something that we do with all of our junipers this time of year. At this time of year I can be pretty drastic with the amount of foliage I cut off. Still want to leave about 60%. 60 to 70% is what they say, but because I'm going to give this guy his first pretty heavy styling, I may end up taking off a bit more than this. I'd like to get this in a pot after I cut it back, wire it, shape it, and style it. I'd like to get it in a pot this spring. I just want it to recover from all the styling that we're going to do. A lot of the deadwood, which is really beautiful on this, it has a dead strip all along the trunk line, all the way down to the base, and it's very soft. It needs to be cleaned up, it needs to be brushed. We need to get to the dense wood and then find the lifeline and treat it. I also am, making a serious decision on if I'm going to keep this as a cascade or if I'm going to eliminate a lot of this real long lanky stuff down here or wire it up tight to make a more compact cascade tree or develop as a semi-cascade. So I'm just going to take a look at it and make a decision there. There is a lot of this deadwood is very rotted, very soft. Hadn't been treated in a very long time. But that's fine. It'd be maybe something that it'll lighten it up, make it look interesting. We have a lot of reverse taper appearance here, but maybe coming in here and carving this and thinning it out will really fix that. Look, frankly, it's an interesting design. He's been working on it for about 15 years. So before I do anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just establish where my lifeline is, cut back some of this foliage, so if I do decide to keep it, I'll have it cleaned up and ready for wire and shaping, and then I'll take another long hard look at it, make a decision, and go from there. This isn't the first time I've looked at this tree. I've been looking at it throughout the year. And I do have some thoughts on this, but looking at it, I may keep this low branch because I kind of like that nice shower that goes all the way down to here. It's kind of nice, although the wood is super soft. So let me get started. Basically, I'm eliminating any of the clusters or the little fuzz that's got a weak tip. That's never going to be a tree. It's just basically shading stuff out. Alright, so cleaned it up, opened it up quite a bit. Now we're going to wire it up, make it more compact. But first, I'm going to brush this deadwood to really see what I'm working with here. A lot of it's very soft. Want to make sure before I style it that this is solid enough to support the whole bottom section. And this 100% is why I wanted to do this today. I haven't done a lot of deadwood work this year yet. If you look, I don't know how well you can see it, but this deadwood doesn't match this deadwood at all. This is beautiful. You got these little grooves. I don't know if you can see it in there. Got these beautiful grooves. you know, where we've cleaned it up and went to the dense wood, and you could see it has 3 dimensions and it's very interesting. However, this is just looks like somebody took a whittler and made it to a pencil point. Well, we're going to come in here and just kind of take some of the wood fibers with the gin, and we're just gonna crack it and then pull it and try to get some of that, trying to get some of the wood fibers to split so it's not quite so heavy and it has a little bit more of a match to the deadwood that's already there. You can kind of see how much better that looks now. There's a little bit more depth. It doesn't look like just a cut pencil, and that's just the start. We're not finished with deadwood immediately. It's a constant improvement process. Good. So now we have this deadwood is all basically cleaned up. A little bit of bark here I'm going to take off. I'm going to wire this out. And then I'm going to, when it's all shaped and styled and I'm happy with it, I'm going to come in here with the lime sulfur. If it's been wired in the past, this was wired like 3 or 4 years ago, it's a good idea to not fall into the grooves that you've already put in. Either go in the opposite direction or make sure you miss the grooves. It's important. So pretty much I need to clean up the bottoms of these pads, but the branching is basically in place. I like the trunk line. It's interesting, it has a nice dance of the deadwood and the live vein. It's nice. All right, so we've cleaned up a lot of the bottoms of the pads. Just any of the shoots that were coming much below the pads we took off, just to kind of clean them up. Now the sunlight can get in there and we can get some back budding. This is the first wiring. The second wiring is usually when junipers start to shine. This just needs to be put out in full sun. You need to get a lot of back budding on it, help it recover, get some more foliage back, and then we'll wire it again, probably end of season. Let it grow a whole year, maybe give it a light trim just so it doesn't shade inner new buds out. We want to make sure that all the inner buds get plenty of chance to grow, but should end up being a really nice little Parsonii over the next couple of years. Thanks for coming here. Appreciate it. We'll try to get this edited and brought out, and we'll try to start putting at least a video every few weeks out during this spring season, because there's a lot of trees to do. Thanks for watching.